we do challenges. We're supposed to do challenges to change something. But if you don't receive the change, it was a waste of time. And I thought, in that moment, because of what I was thinking, it was a waste of time. Because I'm a marathoner, so I know I can run. So I was like, but I wasn't getting up doing it. So let me just say I'm going to do it for 30 days and see what happens. And I went right back to not feeling good. I wanted my husband still around Christmas, New Year's, the whole 9 yards. And I just stayed in the bed, covers over my head. And sometimes you ask yourself, you got to do better than this. Who can help you? Because, you get isolated, so you don't talk to anybody anymore. And that's what we do. Have problems, I don't think anybody can help you. Then I got to a point I was sick of hearing myself whine. So I just stayed in the bed. Right. I barely washed up, brushed my teeth. I only went to pee because the body was doing what it did. Other than that, I didn't eat hardly. And one day I just, again, I was like, okay, well, let me go to this dude, right? And I was like, all right, God, your turn again. He's
like, I'm so glad to have you back.
And it's something when you get in a crisis, you're like, okay, God, come on through, right?
Right.
And I heard this voice, and I used to think people is crazy until I started going through this, and I heard the voice of God and talking to him, like, God, get out of my face with that crap. But I heard a voice, and it just said, get up, and it wasn't me. I was the only one in the house. So. I know I'm going crazy talking to myself. But I got up to pray, because that's what I heard, like, get up. We're taught, get on our knees to pray. Get up and pray. Talk to me. That's what I heard. Just talk to me. Get up and talk to me. So I get up out of the bed, and I get on my knees and pray, and I hear God say, lay down. I was like, you tell me to get up. You tell me, so my solace mind start going wacko, right? I'm arguing with you, right? I get up, get down, whatever. So I was like, okay, so he wants me to lay prostrate before him, so you're going to lay on the floor. All right, let's get down and pray. And once I get down and I'm laying down, and I was like, okay, God, just get me through this. This has been 12 years now. Why am I still feeling like this, right? And he says, get up. So I was done. I was like, get up, get down. This don't make sense. Get up. And so again, by then, I was still into wellness, was into the wellness industry. So I just literally got myself up in plank. And the funniest thing happened. I don't know what's funny, what it was, but I felt this evolution of what I still couldn't tell you what it is that went around my body because I was elevated. So there's something to elevation. When you are depressed, there is something to elevation. I can't quite tell you what it is, but it was almost as if when I raised myself off the floor, and it was only for seconds because I was in bad shape. So within that maybe 15 seconds, I just felt something, air, light, whatever, just go around me. And my body started shaking uncontrollably, and I fell.
Hello, I'm Tanya Camille. Welcome to the podcast, where we'll explore the journey to true fulfillment from the inside out. I'm your girl, your host, Tanya Camille, and I'm excited to have you join me for this incredible series.
But in that moment, I got up, I took a shower, got back in the bed. I don't want nobody to think it ain't turned around because I got up and did no playing. Got back in the bed, pulled the covers over my head. But just like that 30-day running challenge, it was something to get up to do. I now had a purpose. My purpose have come back, right? Because like I said, when I started this journey, with God and getting well, I promised him that if you just help me through this, and that was part of the cancer story. If you just help me through this, I will help anybody that will listen to me to tell them how I got well. Because that was a promise that I made to God, and that was a plan as we move forward. So that's what I was working on. So I was like, okay, here we go again. So when I got up the next day, the promise, the plan, the purpose had materialized. So my purpose was to get up every single day, raise my body off the floor, and wait for it to shake, because change came in that moment of shaking. So on December 22nd of 2015 is when the Plank Talk Challenge started. Because when I would get up, I would talk to God, like as I was up. So each day I did it, it became more and more and more. And by January the 1st, I was able to stay up for 2 minutes. I was able to stay up for 2 minutes. And, so for all of my marketing friends, and listen, you got to take this to the world. So go to Facebook and start a challenge. And that's what I did. So it went viral real fast. So I went to Facebook, January 1st, 2016, and I called this the Plank Talk Challenge. You got a minute. So I created this hashtag. So you got a minute. It's only 60 seconds in it. 1 minute can really change the course of your well-being. So that's where it all started. And from that day on, it just went through the world madly.